Hello, everybody. Welcome in, guys. We're going to take a look and see what is quietly shifting for you right now. It's a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest for somebody else. And I do apologize up front if anybody even listens to the intro because y'all don't be listening. But if you do, if you decide to, um, my apologies if my energy is a bit lower. I am getting over a cold, I guess. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm getting over it. So body feels weak, but like the mind is ready to roll. Typical Aries type shit. However, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so Aries, what's quietly shifting for you right now? What is quietly shifting for Aries right now? Mm. There may have been something that you feel very conflicted about mentally. It's a new path. What's shifting is your decision. I feel like there's going to be a decision very soon, if you're not already feeling that decision. Because we come to the Page of Pentacles. So this is something that is new. You're going a different route. You're going a different direction. What I feel like is happening for you guys is um you are no longer going into relationships, um, projects, any type of commitments that you are creating for yourself or that you're taking on. You're no longer leaking your spiritual essence, your energy, your frequency. Um, you are choosing very wisely and very intentional. You have King of Pentacles in the reverse, and you have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So anything that has stopped growing, that is not feeding you, that you feel like is not worth your investment, you're no longer going towards that. I feel that in the background, what you are doing is working on what you can build, relationships, work, whatever you have going on that you are wanting to actually see continue progressing over the years, because I don't feel like this is something that is subtle. I feel like this is something that it's like you guys have this quiet, not storm, you have this quiet fire that's going on with you right now, something that's very different, very, very different. You got death card here. So this is like you are going through some sort of transformation. And I feel like it's actually speeding up for you. Like normally for normal people, and I say for normal people that do not have Aries in their chart, um, it would probably take longer for you to make these changes. But I do feel like, let's say, for example, from last month, and I'm going to say from last month because you have this Wheel of Fortune here. So this is something that has happened pretty abruptly recently. All right. The change in you has happened so quickly that it honestly needs to be studied. You have the Chariot here. This is reflecting that forward movement, that progression. But I feel like you guys are freeing yourself from a difficult situation. Like I said, you have the Eight of Swords here in the reverse, and you also have the Six of Swords here. That is showing that you're moving on to calmer waters. You're getting into a better headspace. Even like emotionally, you're feeling better. You feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. For some of you, you are not standing in your own way any longer. Okay. Give me more of what is quietly shifting for Aries right now. What is quietly shifting for Aries right now? Balance, patience. I also feel like there's something here to where, so I got two messages. The first message, and I just saw 444 on the clock, so that I love that because that just pairs with what I'm about to say. Your finances. Right now, if they don't look too pretty, Your finances are about to shift into something that is much more calmer, something that is much more balanced. You're creating stability for yourself. I see that you guys have, for some of you, you've completely changed, or you're going about how you see long-term goals and visions when it does come to your finances. You might be changing some things up. You may be rebranding. You may be switching things up. Some of you may be completely changing your career. And that's something that's just going on in your mind, to where you probably aren't even telling people what you're doing. They may be seeing the changes. For others of you, this also talks about your value and how you see yourself. Like I said, there's things that are changing in the background, your identity, how you relate to yourself, how you see yourself, what value you give to yourself. I do feel like this is actually getting you over to the Empress type of energy, to where you feel that confidence and you are feeling abundant. You are feeling like, I just heard, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. So it's you working on those internal things. And this is probably based off of something that you may have had to walk away from and no longer invest in. You have that Three of Cups there in the reverse. This may have been a disappointment. There was some sort of upset, some sort of disappointment that was the catalyst of you now making all of these changes. Give me more for Aries. It's quietly shifting for them. You have Hermit in the reverse and Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody wants to come in. They want to come out from the cold. Right now, they're holding back. Okay. But I do feel like there is a shift within them. This is somebody who may have went into hermit mode. They may have went into this isolation for contemplation, for finding answers. I feel like this person, whoever they are, they've been going through something, whoever it is that you've been dealing with. You got Hermit here, so it could be Virgo. You got Virgo energy. I mean, you have Five of Pentacles there. You have the Four of Pentacles, so it could be Earth sign. So that's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But you do have someone here that is wanting to come out of the cold and stabilize the connection between the two of you. Tell me more about that. Hmm. There may have been pressure that was placed on the connection, whether it was from your side, their side, the collaboration of the two of you. There's a lot of love that's here. I will say that. You have the Ace of Cups here. You also have the Ten of Cups. This person sees you as their happily ever after. You are their wish fulfillment. They are their happiest when they are with you. Okay, Aries? But I do feel like it's almost like this person took that time to decompress, to release the pressure off of the connection. And so now, because they're not feeling as, what's the word I'm looking for? Bogged down or like tied down. Now it's like, okay, I don't have that pressure, that responsibility, those burdens. Maybe for some of you, they've gotten rid of some things in the background that you don't know about. But it's like their energy as well is shifting to where now they're wanting to come out of the cold. Now they're wanting to come out of that isolation. Give me more. Yeah, they want to heal the connection. They don't want to fight anymore. They don't want the challenges. They hate the drama between the two of you. They feel like there's just like this heavy energy that they're wanting to remove from the connection and heal things. Give me more on what's shifting quietly for Aries right now. You have the Emperor in the reverse. You also have the Nine of Wands. Who is this? I don't want to immediately say that it's you because it might not be. Someone's trying to control the way that things are flowing, but it's like kind of create. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Let me let me pull before I. Oh goodness, Empress in the reverse. Mm, and look at that. The sun's coming out. Page of Swords. This is this person's energy. Yeah, it's just talking about how they're feeling at this moment and what's kind of shifting around them. I feel like there's been some sort of clarity, some sort of epiphany, something that has broken down, not breaking, broken down their walls, their defenses, something that they were trying to control. Like I feel like this person has a control issue. Like they want to control their environment. They want to control how everything flows. They want to control their image and how people view them. Like there's a lot of control that's here. This person never puts down their guard. They're always on the defense. But I do feel like there has been some sort of epiphany that has happened, something like a realization has occurred. And what I feel like is that they're realizing they did not, I feel like they took you for granted. And I feel like that's something that they're noticing. And now they're seeing that there's not that nurturing side of you, that there's not that comfort from you. You're not trying to nurture the connection. You're not doing anything. You're actually just being quiet. This person's also watching you quietly as well in the background, watching what you do. Maybe a little more. Six of Pentacles to the Page of Wands. Ah, why the Page of Wands? They want reciprocity. They want equal give and take, but they don't feel they don't have inspired action, but that is more so because of they feel a lack of confidence. Like they need confidence. They actually feel like you're kind of being noticed and recognized, and it's making them feel as though your confidence level is a bit higher than theirs, making them feel insecure. They're seeing you as the Queen of Swords. That's why. They're questioning if they come in to say something to you, are you going to completely cut them off? You know, have you cut them off, especially because you're being quiet? Queen of Wands, they see you as being very attractive right now. I told you, you're gaining a lot of attention, but there's something about you here. It is a very independent, fiery, magnetic energy that they're feeling, that you're doing what you want, you're moving the way that you want. So that is a little bit intimidating to them because they're not in their normal energy of being confident. Anything else? Yeah. It doesn't matter how much I shuffle. It still wants to let you know this person still has love for you or is in love with you, wanting to offer up love to you. However, right now there's things that are still shifting in the background for this person. I don't feel like this story is over because I mean they keep coming up in your energy anyway, but you have the King of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Nine of Swords. This person is there's a lot of stress that's surrounding them coming forward. You know, there's desire there, but then there's also like no movement. It's a lot of thinking, it's a lot of overthinking. um But right now, this person doesn't have clarity on how they would even approach. So, all right, that is what I got for you, Aries. Okay, let's go on to Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's shifting for you quietly? some of you are leaving behind. There's some sort of energy here, very immature energy, very, very surface level energy that you are leaving behind. You're refusing to allow them into your life. This could also be your refusal to allow anything that isn't growing into your life. Like you're not even going to put any type of effort or energy or emotion into it because what's the point? So you're gaining clarity on where you place your energy and where you don't. Give me more. You have Queen of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Six of Wands in the reverse. What's this about? Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, geez. Someone here feels a very low self-esteem right now. Lack of confidence. Lack of confidence. Oh, I see why. I see why. You have an energy here. This person, like I said, lack of confidence. They'll try to come across as being confident, like maybe having a little bit of an ego boost or something of that nature, but it's all a facade because that's not really how they feel. There's intimidation that's here. Whoever this person is, at one point they were not giving fully to the connection. And you know what's interesting also about this? Whoever this person is, at one point they felt like they had power. They felt like they had power over you in some way, shape, or form. They felt like you needed them or that you, I don't know. It's something as if like however you were coming across, maybe you were being very nurturing, maybe you were showing a lot of affection, a lot of love. And so because of that, this person felt like they had you in their back pocket. They don't feel like that anymore because whatever it is that you're doing, you have the Nine of Pentacles here. They're seeing like a major glow up. They're seeing that confidence for you. They're seeing that independence, that abundance, that Taurus energy. I mean, this is you. They're seeing you fully and authentically. And that is very intimidating to this person. But also keep in mind, you are shutting that type of energy out. So whoever this person is, they can feel that shift in you. You didn't have to say anything. They could feel it in you. You feel more grounded. You feel more stable. You aren't looking for approval from anyone. You're not looking towards anyone but you and yourself. And like I said, I don't know what happened at one point to make them think that you needed them, but they felt like you did. Maybe this, you know what, because with that Five of Pentacles that's there, this could even be a live-in situation. Like maybe some of you lived with this person and moved out, and now you're doing just fine, and they don't like it. Whoever this person is, they hate to see you doing good because their ego is not being stroked anymore. Give me more for Taurus. What's shifting quietly for Taurus in the background? You have Knight of Wands here in the reverse. You have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So, why the impulsivity? Give me a second. Strength card. I don't know. There's some sort of impulsivity that you may have had at one point, like maybe when things were kind of going south, you may have tried to save the connection and tried to rush in. But it's like there's a feeling of holding back. For others of you, this is this person. They're holding back even though they want to come in and try to salvage the connection. But they are holding back. Whatever has happened, what I will say is this: you feel a lot of disappointment. You may have went through grieving. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, this talks about you know, disappointments, but also overwhelming emotions. You may have suffered from those things and then had to find that inner strength to get over it. And now you are showing up stronger. You are showing up more confident. You are showing up um, with that inner strength radiating from you. I mean, honestly, I feel like this person completely sees everything, like your whole evolution. You know what I get? This person is proud of you at the same time and also doesn't like it. You could be dealing with a Leo here. Like they're proud of like how they've seen you transform, but also there's a feeling of like, but I'm not a part of that. You know, Taurus is doing it by themselves. Give me more for Taurus, please. Yeah. You have the Death card here in the reverse. You also have the Page of Wands. You may very well hear from this person. This is like a fiery type of energy to where, like I said, inspired action. Well, actually, that was on Aries. Inspired action, but like, you know, nothing has changed. This person hasn't changed. This person hasn't transformed. They haven't evolved. I feel like this, whoever this person is, like, they are avoiding their growth. But you didn't avoid it. You leaned into it while they avoided. Yeah, you have Scorpio here, so you know, maybe you have Scorpio or they have Scorpio in their chart. It's the same song and dance. You already know what to anticipate with this person. Give me more for Taurus. Whatever communication comes in or whatever action they do try to create with that the Page of Wands here, I feel like they're trying to get a reaction from you, and you're going to see clearly through the deception. You're going to see clearly through what they are trying to do. It's going to remind you the reason as to why you're not dealing with them, and it's also going to solidify the reason why you can't deal with them. It's like they have completed their part of this karmic lesson, and you have to leave it behind. You have to move on. You can't take the old version of them because you're not the old version of you. But it is gonna, yep, look, Tower. I also feel like you're not expecting to hear from this person, or maybe you're just not expecting to hear whatever it is that they're about to say. You got Scorpio energy again here. It might be something shocking, and it doesn't have to be something big, because remember, the Page of Wands is very small. It's like small action. It's a small text. It's a small conversation. There might be passion that's involved in it, but not evolution and growth. Because remember, that Death card was in the reverse. So I don't know. What I do know, especially because that Tower does bring clarity, as well as that Seven of Cups in the reverse bringing clarity, you're going to see something that it's like, you're like, okay, yep, I'm making the right choices. Going this way was the right choice for me. And I don't care who left who, because they could have left you and now they're trying to come back and you're seeing the reason as to why you don't want to be with them anymore. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it. Look at this Hierophant. You're leveling up. You can't go backwards. You're leveling up. This is you. Taurus energy right here. You are standing in your power. For some of you, I feel like there's something to do with guiding people. You might be a spiritual guide, a spiritual leader, maybe just a leader at work. But I do feel like you're moving, you're shifting, and you're moving into a role that is you, that is your higher self. You're moving into that. And it's because you moved out of the lower vibrational energy that you were in when you were dealing with that person. Give me more for Taurus, please. You have King of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. This person is unreliable. And I feel like really anything that feels like it is not authentic, that feels like it's like you have this feeling. You're connecting with source. You're connecting with your intuition. But you have this feeling that it comes very quickly. You know whether it's worth the investment or not. You know whether somebody is standing 10 toes down on what they say or if they're just trying to blow smoke up your ass. And I feel like what you're doing here is in the past, you may have been Queen of Cups in reverse, very reactive, triggered, emotional. You're moving away from that. Yeah, you're ignoring. You're now ignoring it because you're not allowing that to block your blessings. You're not allowing it to block the progress that you've made. For some of you, you might ignore this person or you may block them after, whatever it is that they do or that they say. Give me more. You got Three of Wands here. You also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. Like you're moving upward and onward. You have plans for the future. And a part of those plans is things that don't make your nervous system get all out of whack and fucked up. Ease, calmness. You care about how you feel internally. You don't want the stress. You have broken the cycle. You're not sitting in that nightmare anymore. You freed yourself. And because of that, now you have hope for the future. Now you're mapping out, what are my next steps? You're probably still kind of in that in-between stage, but I do feel like after the rest of this year is over, boom, you got the Emperor here. That's Aries energy. Now you are, look at this. You're going full force on creating your empire, creating your stability, your safety. And you're not allowing anyone to stand in your way. And I love that for you. Okay, let's go on to Gemini. This reading is going to take me a moment. I just feel like I have a lot to say today. But also I'm still kind of getting over a cold. So I probably don't need to push myself too hard. Oh, okay. Gemini, you already out the gate, walking away from 8 broken cups quietly. You know what? It's weird. Yeah, you're not making a big scene. You have the Fool card in the reverse. This isn't something that it's like, I think you're doing this on the low. You're planning things on the low. You got Aries energy there, but you're being very cautious with how you are moving. You know what? I talked about something with you guys being cautious. I think that was the last all signs. Or maybe that was somebody being cautious towards you. I can't remember, but I do feel like you're not just jumping into things because you've walked away from something that I feel at one point you thought you wanted, and now it's kind of like, well, I don't know. It's a reevaluation, but you're taking your time. It's not the need for speed. It's slow and intentional now. Whatever choices that you're making, extremely intentional, number one. Number two, you are also in this energy of surrender. You're observing what's happening. You're observing others. You're observing who is putting investment into you, where you should put investment, where there is value and worth. And I also feel like as you're in this limbo state, which it's not even really a limbo state, like in reality, you're it's quiet, but there is action that's here. Normally, I don't really get too much action other than like mental. But when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles, you guys are doing stuff in the background to where you're shifting things around you in order for you to become much more stable emotionally, mentally, and the physical world too. And then I also feel like, interesting enough, on this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like your heart is softening as well. You're stepping into a nurturing type of energy, whether it's nurturing people that you love or nurturing yourself. I feel like you're being kind to yourself. You know what? This is giving yourself grace. You're giving yourself grace. You're investing in your self-care also. So some of you may have the urge to I don't know why it just feels like gentle things for yourself. Being gentle with yourself, slowing down. Gemini, you're like Aries. We don't like to be slowed down. But right now, your internal, like your spirit is saying, slow down and observe. And you're gaining benefit from that. You're reaping the benefits from that. Give me more for Gemini. What's quietly shifting right now for Gemini? You have Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Cups. Huh. Being selfish is actually making you feel very happy. There were some of you that at one point in time, you felt used. You felt used. So you stopped going towards whatever it was. You stopped putting energy towards whatever it was. There was an impulsive type of energy. I keep talking about y'all slowing down, but there was some sort of impulsive type of energy that it's like you would go in to either help, or you would go in to support, or you would go in like, don't think, just go, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this for a particular situation. But you're realizing that as you are holding back your energy and you're being selfish, like I said, gentle, you're focusing on yourself, you're realizing just how much happier you are not given to people. And, yeah, some of y'all may have family that you have to give to, like if you got kids and stuff like that. But this in return, with you feeling good, you're then able to help and assist and support in a more balanced type of way. Because now you're making sure that your cups are completely full. You're not depleted, that you're taking care of yourself. Okay? Like I said, if you guys are not in this energy right now, this is where you're shifting to. Okay? You'll see that quiet shift. What's this? Nine of Cups, I'm telling you. Self-fulfillment, but also containment. You're not leaking out your energy. Because this is about you. This isn't about outside of you. This is really and truly you. And this is also another self-care card. Self-care doesn't have to be expensive either. So don't assume that you have to spend a bunch of money on this. That's not the case. You can do very simple things that don't cost a damn thing. But I just got, for some of you, you're journaling. It's like you're journaling out your emotions. I don't feel like you're going out to other people to talk about this, but you getting out the words is actually helping, because it's no longer like in the body, it's now out on paper. Give me more for Gemini. You have Five of Swords here. You also have the King of Wands. I don't think this is your energy. Someone is really up in arms about you. Like they're feeling like they need to do something, like they have to take action. But this is somebody that's battling in their head. Could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. 10 of Wands in the reverse. It's something that they feel like they need to get off their chest because they have kept it. It's like this is somebody who's argued with you, but in their head by themselves. All right. And at this point now they're exhausted. Like they can't hold on to it any longer. They feel like they need to do something about it. Temperance. Eight of Swords. You got Sag energy here. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh. They're stuck in like confusion and stuck on the hamster wheel, round and round and round with no change. Because they're overthinking a situation or they're overthinking a conversation. There's something that they're trying to figure out and they're just wanting to have peace with you. They want peace with you. There's something emotional that they want to say. You have the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is kind of fleeting. They don't stick around. This isn't a consistent energy. Even with it not being in the reverse, it's still not a consistent energy. The horses run in, run out. Yeah, the Six of Wands here in the reverse. You got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This person does not feel confident to come towards you. They're not handling things well. They're not handling things well at all. They feel like if they came towards you, you would reject them or, maybe have some choice words for them. There's like a feeling like I might not be able to fix this. Or I don't feel confident enough to fix this. They're going to, whoever this is, I do feel like they will slowly come in to speak to you because you have that Knight of Pentacles. It's like they're built, or at least they're building up that courage to come speak to you. Page of Swords in the reverse is them no longer being in that no contact. It's like, to me, when I get this card, it's like verbal diarrhea. Like they got to get something off their chest. Nine of Wands in the reverse, they're complete, like their defenses just completely come down because they're so burnt out from what they're thinking in their head and not getting it out. You know what? And that's possibly the reason why I said something about you guys journaling, because I feel like you guys are mirroring each other. It's like things that you want to say, but you haven't said it. In order for you to not go down the path that they're going, please make sure that you're journaling because this person is not. They're just arguing with you in their mind. And that's it. Whoever this person is, they're very slow. Might be an earth sign or might have earth in their chart. You got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's just something very slow about them. All right, anything else for Gemini that's shifting quietly for them? Ooh. First of all, your intuition, your spiritual gifts. Don't be surprised if you they really start to heighten. You guys are rising to another level. You got Empress energy with the High Priestess here. And this is that quiet, that what I'm talking about right now, that quiet shift. Your energy, your frequency, it's rising to a new vibration. This could also be the reason as to why this person feels intimidated, is because that's felt. Energy is felt. They can probably feel this. There's something that you're mastering too, whether it's about your self-worth, whether it is about your spirituality, like your spiritual gifts. It's both for some of y'all. But you got Taurus, Libra energy, and you got Pisces energy here. Anything else? Any little thing else for Gemini? King of Swords, Five of Wands. Death card. Yeah. This person knows they have to transform in order for them to be able to come towards you. So, like I said, this is a slow burn. It's a slow person. They know that they have to transform. And so they just avoid the challenges. You got Scorpio energy there. All right, let's go on to Cancer. Cancer, what's quietly shifting for you right now? At this moment, what's shifting for you right now? Ooh, all these birds. Some of you may start seeing feathers. That's a message for you. You're too hard on yourself. Look at this bottom of the deck is you, Chariot. You're shifting that though, but you are too hard on yourself. I feel like this is like I'd be on y'all about this in particular. It's not every reading, but it is a lot. It is a lot. So you got the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Wands. You've taken on entirely too much, and you are hard on yourself, and that creates burdens. You have been giving to everyone else, nurturing everyone else, but you don't have enough for yourself. Some of you are about to have burnout if you aren't careful. Okay? But I do feel like that is shifting in a different direction. You guys just need to close out. There's a chapter that you guys need to close out. There's something that you need to walk away from that you're kind of just lingering in, whether this is a mindset, whether this is people, whether this is a job. There is something that you do need to walk away from, so that way you can close out this damn chapter, start something new, and then progress forward quickly. You got two horses here. You know how quickly you can get with horse and carriage? With two horses. You're not a knight on a horse. You're the progress that you guys could attain. You just have to walk away from something. So only you will know what that is. Wheel of Fortune. Listen, Cancer. You okay, is this what our freaking message is going to be today, about you letting go of something? There's going to be some sort of message that comes in, some sort of, it could be a spiritual message, it could just be like something is calling to you, your intuition kicks in, you have a dream, but there is something here. Spirit is going to guide you, and maybe that's what you've been waiting on, as a sign. However, I do feel like it is going to be abrupt, and I do feel like it is going to happen very soon. You got the Wheel of Fortune here. But something is going to come in that's going to make it very clear to you what direction you need to go in, what choices you need to make. Judgment is a choice as well. But you have something that's coming in here. You got the Wheel of Fortune. You also have the Four of Pentacles. This is, again, talking about releasing something. It's going to come out of nowhere, or it's going to be very abrupt. And this is Spirit's way of saying, if you ain't doing it, I'm going to do it for you. And I'm going to move this wheel in your favor. I'm going to help you out. And maybe you're feeling the change. You could be feeling it and just like in anticipation, but you're not quite sure what you're not quite sure what the hell it is. It could be on that type of time as well. Oh my gosh, hold on. I just said something about feathers. Look, you see the feathers? So that has to be the Wheel of Fortune. And I said that the feathers would be a message. And then look, I didn't realize that this one had feathers as well. So you're going to get a message from Spirit when it's time, or when something is going to abruptly change for you. But like I said, I feel like it's soon, sooner than later. I don't feel like it's going to be a long time. Give me more for Cancer. 444 was on the clock just a second ago. That may mean something to y'all. What about it? Somebody wasn't living up to their potential. It's like you put a ceiling on yourself. Queen of Wands here in the reverse, followed by the Seven of Wands. Huh. This might be somebody that you're dealing with. Somebody not allowing it to get to its full potential. And it's almost like it was directionless. Like almost like, what are we doing? Where are we going? You have the Ace of Cups here in the reverse. It's like someone was emotionally unavailable, and it could have almost made you feel like you were lost with them. But I will say this, the distance, because I feel like this is in the past, the distance from this person is making you stronger. You have the Moon card here. That's you. It's making you stronger. It's tapping in with your intuition. You guys are truly embodying your Cancerian energy. But this is all because once, whether it's the person that stopped coming towards you or you stopped going towards the person, once this stopped and distance was created, you were able to gain clarity. Okay? Or you will be able to gain clarity, depends on what timeline you're on, about just how much this person may have held you back. Just how much this person, like how much you were, I heard coddling. For some of you, you may have been coddling this person. You may have been coddling them. But there's been abrupt changes. The foundation of the connection couldn't last. There were already cracks in it. You have the Tower here. For energy, we're looking at Cancer. I'm sorry. We're looking at Capricorn and Scorpio. It couldn't come with you. You know why? Whatever that connection was, it couldn't come with you. Whatever that connection was, friend, lover, family member, sometimes, co-worker, just whoever. They could not come with you. Or at least that version of the relationship could not come with you. Because you got shit to do. Magician to the Death card. You have a huge impact. There's something that you need to do that's transformative, not just for yourself, but for others. You have a gift. And I feel like this person was like dimming it, probably not intentionally. But I do feel like it just, it wasn't right for you, especially if they weren't emotionally available. You got Scorpio energy, you got Gemini energy. Give me more for Cancer. You're meant to do more. I keep hearing think bigger. You couldn't do that with this person. They couldn't go on this journey with you. That doesn't mean that they're not going to come back together with you, because maybe this person has shit that they got to do. I'm sure they do. We all do. But at this current timeline, they have to go somewhere else. They got to go somewhere else. And you got to do something for yourself independently. You have the Sun card here in the reverse. You got the Nine of Swords. Give me more. King of Wands in the reverse. It's kind of just talking about it again. Yeah, you were dealing with somebody that was a knight while you were a queen. You were not aligned. They still had more growing, healing to do, but you guys weren't aligned. This whatever this connection was, it stressed you the hell out. This person was inconsistent. They could not commit to what they needed to in the connection with you. So what is shifting for Cancer? Healing. Ooh, I love this. You're not only healing by yourself, you are also healing. Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna see. You're gonna start seeing your money improve. Like healing around, oh my God, healing around your money. Dare I say this is gonna happen fast. For some of you, it will. You have the Three of Swords in the reverse. You got the Nine of Pentacles here. This is you healing your relationship with yourself, how you view yourself, but also your damn money. Your money. Your money, okay? And we all like money. You have the Six of Pentacles here. Something is coming in for you. Is your left hand itching? Because you got abundance coming in. You got financial security coming in, but you couldn't do that shit with this person weighing down your vibrational frequency, because money is a frequency. And if you're stressed out about somebody not being consistent, your money ain't gonna be consistent. I'll say this until I'm blue in the face. Your money and love, they go hand in hand. Money and love is ruled by Venus. You know, I mean, you got other planets that, you know, but money and love, how you deal with love is how you deal with money. Hand in hand. You got love blocks, guess what? You're going to have money blocks too. And sometimes they be the same fucking block. They be the same block. We'll talk about that more when we go into the new year. Give me a second. I probably should have paused it, but y'all won't watch this all the way through. So I'll just cut it out. Timestamp. All right. Leo. Leo. What's quietly shifting for you right now? What is quietly shifting? Woo. I will pause. Well, let me get these cards. Hold on. Okay. We'll shuffle again. I thought I saw somebody at my front door. Ooh, somebody's getting their mojo back. Looky, looky. Okay. So you got the King of Wands here. You also have the Magician. I feel like somebody is starting to feel much more powerful, much more Leo. Something is shifting. You're starting to probably feel a little bit better. You have the Page of Cups here, so your emotions are starting to stabilize a bit more. You're starting to open up slightly. Not a bunch, but you know, friendlier. Friendlier. Some of y'all may have Gemini in your chart somewhere. But what I do also see is this quiet shift of where do I place my energy? What is going to give me ROI, return on investment? Where will I be able to plant seeds and see it grow? And this is something that you feel like you can be consistent with. Well, for some of you, you're asking, can I be consistent with it? But I do feel like you are starting to get your mojo back. You're starting to feel like yourself again. Give me more. You have the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse. You also have the Ten of Swords. Yes. You've put an end to some type of karmic lesson, some type of karmic something that was holding you back, that was not allowing for the wheel to turn in your favor. Oh, lots of cards. Let's take them. This came out sideways, so. What I will say is sometimes you teeter back and forth like, okay, whatever fears that you have, are they completely gone? No, no, they're not. And sometimes you're a little bit wishy-washy on that. Sometimes you're feeling great and you're feeling very optimistic and you're ready to take on the world. And then other times those fears kind of come back and you're questioning things and you're wondering. And so I feel like you're not completely out of the woods, but are you getting more stabilized? Yes. You're right now going through a transformation. You have the Death card here. Some of y'all got Scorpio in your chart or maybe Cancer. So it's like you're kind of in the in between, which makes sense because the fears are not completely gone. And I think a lot of it is like fears of unknown. Well, I mean, I guess that's what fear is, right? Fear of the unknown. So it's like a lot of things, on some things you feel very excited about when it comes to the unknown. And then there's other things where you still feel a little bit triggered. There's still some things that you're needing to heal. And that's going to take time. You have the Six of Wands, you have the King of Swords. Like I said, as far as like how you feel in your lion energy, your Leo energy, that confidence, I do feel like you're exuding that. But you know, of course, under the surface, I mean, we all have those moments where we may have a fear come up. or may feel a little bit insecure about a situation and having to process it and work through it. But I do feel like your confidence is starting to show. You've gained clarity over a situation. I also feel like for some of you, what you don't see is shifting for you is people noticing you, people being drawn to you. There's something here in relation to how you speak and the knowledge that you have and that you convey, whatever it is. I don't know if some of you do a lot of presenting with your work. Maybe you have social media presence, but whatever it is, I do feel like you guys are gaining a lot of attention, a lot of praise. Like people are drawn to you. You are feeling very magnetic right now. Some of you are also coming out of isolation too. You have the Five of Pentacles here in the reverse, but I feel like that's slow. I don't feel like it's just like a ta-da, I'm here. I do feel like that is a slow type of movement there, a build up, so to speak. Give me more for Leo. Okay, what's up with this? You do have a situation that you feel like Lord have mercy, I can't speak. Maybe you can't speak, or the other person feels like they can't speak. There's a situation where it feels like it went overboard. It feels like it just lost control. Like it was like it didn't have to be this way. Mm. You have Nine of Wands here in the reverse, that Two of Pentacles. It's something I heard crash and burn. Somebody might have felt burnt out. You could have been dealing with an Aquarius, or you have Aquarius in your chart, but you have the Star card here in the reverse, followed by the Page of Pentacles. Someone feels very pessimistic in relation to building the connection back up. Not saying that they're not going to. You have the Page of Pentacles here, so this is kind of like an offering, very small gesture. Yeah, there's communication here. Ace of Swords. It's like knowing that okay, whoever this is, you or the other person, it's feeling like I need to clear the air. I'm going to say this is the other person. I need to clear the air with Leo if I want this to grow. Why the Star card in the reverse? Knight of Wands, the Devil in the reverse. There may have been something that was said in a heated argument, a heated conversation that has this person feeling like you have decided to break free completely, that you've let it go. But they don't know. There's another part of them that's like, I don't know though. You have the Knight of Wands here, you have the Devil in the reverse. Yeah, there was some sort of like maybe an argument, very passionate, very heated. But like I said, also, this person doesn't know how you're going to respond. Like, I feel like this person, whoever they are, they already have a negative mindset. Like, this is kind of like what they do. They have that kind of mindset. However, they are seeing you as like you have Empress energy here. Okay. And I got a couple of messages. So, number one, The distance between the two of you, like the separation with that Four of Swords there, has brought a lot of clarity, has brought a lot of things to surface that this person may have been in denial about. Like maybe, because I feel like what's happening is you have your version of what happened, and then this person has their version of what happened. But I also feel like this person wasn't seeing it clearly, because once again we come back to this Seven of Cups. So maybe they're seeing clearly about certain situations in their life outside of you, but when it comes to you, I feel like they didn't have clarity. But there's a shift that has occurred. That distance has brought to them, has brought to them, has brought to them the truth that they were avoiding. And that truth is that you are rare. They're not gonna find anybody like you. That's how they feel. Then I'm not gonna find anybody like Leo. I've went all my life, and this was the first time I found somebody like Leo. You have Empress energy here. They see you as the Empress. Give me more of what's quietly shifting for Leo. Five of Wands followed by the Two of Swords in the reverse. What about it? Yep. In order for them to come back towards you, they recognize they like I said, there are a lot of truths that are coming to this person. They're acknowledging they cannot be in this closed off emotional energy. They actually have to fucking fight for this. And they have to be stable. I feel like this person definitely had issues with stability, whether it's financial, whether it was emotional, whether it was mental. This person had issues with stability, and they know that if they're coming back towards you, if they're trying to start off something new, because something closed out. So now, if they start off something new, they have to come towards you 10 toes down in Emperor energy, in their masculine. For, you know, because that's what the Emperor is, it's masculine energy. They have to take action. And that person's teeter-tottering right now. What's shifting for Leo? The Fool. The Ten of Pentacles? Okay, so while they're trying to figure out their shit, Leo, you are going for the gold. And I say that because there's pentacles, there's gold pentacles on here. You have the Fool card here. You guys may be starting something new, taking some sort of calculated risk. And I say calculated because you've already kind of mapped this out. 10 of Pentacles, whatever this is, I do feel like this is going to be generational. This could bring in money, stability, safety. This could also bring in another person. So I'm not going to say that I'm only seeing this person and that's it. I'm seeing another person. You have more than one possibility. Okay, because it's like you're starting all over again. Fool card, that's ground zero. You see the zero on there? That's ground zero, starting all over again. But this time you're starting over intentionally. You're starting over more grounded. You're starting over with a better vision and what you're not going to tolerate. You're starting over with boundaries. So, looks good on you, Leo. All right, let's go to Virgo. Virgo. What is quietly shifting for you? The sun, boy. What's quietly shifting for Virgo? You're making moves, you're making plans in the background, but you're not revealing that. You're actually keeping it to yourself. There's something in relation to investing in something. But weirdly, I got like moving. Some of you may be planning a move, saving up for a move. You may be investing towards, I don't know why I feel, mm, there may be a relationship. Like I kept hearing love. There might be a relationship that you're deciding in the background, I'm going to keep this to myself and I'm going to see what happens. I'm going to grow it slowly. But you're not speaking about it. You're not talking to anyone about it. Hell, I don't even think you're talking to the person. Sun card. Knight of Wands. There's something new that comes rushing in. You got Leo energy here. It's very exciting. What is it? Eight of Cups. King of Swords. Five of Swords in the reverse. I don't know what this is. It could be love. It could be work. Could be. Whatever this situation is, take it as it resonates for you and your life. But I feel like there is something here that you've gained clarity on, and you're like, this is not working for me any longer. I'm going to have to leave. And once you do, you're gonna it just feels like you have peace, like there's not all of this conflict. You may be walking away from some sort of conflict at work, conflict with people, and you're hitting the ground running. But there's like, as soon as you decide to close one door, another door opens for you. Okay, another door opens for you. You just have to decide to walk away, which I feel like you are, because this actually feels like you're like quietly plotting. You're quietly shifting to the next thing. Give me more for Virgo. You have Page of Wands here in the reverse. You have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. You know what? Wishy-washy, fickle people, they don't thrill you anymore. Your nervous system is starting to regulate to where these types of people that kind of ghost and then pop back up, or like that are distant and then they come in, that seem emotionally unavailable. You're not attracted to that anymore. You're not going towards that anymore. I'm hearing Shania Twain, that don't impress me much. So you're not impressed because your nervous system is finally getting itself together to where it's not feeding off of that energy. You have the Magician here in the reverse. You also have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Oh, somebody is going to see the shift that you've had. I just spit a little, sorry. You have the Wheel of Fortune with the Magician, both in the reverse, okay? So that is Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini energy. Someone here thinks that you're on the same old shit, doing the same old thing, and they think that they can come in and do the same old manipulation with you. And little do they know, they're going to be met with resistance, because you've now developed those very strong boundaries, and you now are going after what you deserve, and you're only letting things in that match your vibration. And if they're not a vibrational match, you can't do it. I told you, you're going to be repelled. Like, you're going to be like, it's going to be you're going to have the ick. Whoever this person is, you're going to have the absolute ick. I feel like this is somebody that you have dealt with in your past, of course, because they think that they can handle you the same way that they've always handled you. And then they have that rude awakening because they are met with no. It's a hard ass no. There's something here. It's like you know some sort of information about them, whether it's you know what they're trying to do or you've gotten some sort of information while, this shift has been happening. It could have been that you've gotten messages from spirit. You found out something through the internet or through friends or whatever. What I have here is that this person feels very exposed. Like, how the fuck do you know? How did you find out? How do you know? Whatever the information was that you found out, what I will say is it did not make you feel good. And so now you're moving with integrity. You're moving with boundaries. You're not allowing this person to come in and try to sweep you off your feet or try to sweet talk you, because you're standing 10 toes down. You're defending yourself. You have the Star card here, the Hierophant to the Three of Pentacles. There's something here that you want. It's a higher level of commitment. And look, the candle just went out. See if you can see it here. My candle just went out. Wish fulfillment, especially with the Star card here. You don't even see that this is happening, or maybe you can feel the shift, but you have the Star card here. That's a wish fulfillment, and that's also healing. Healing, to be able to be hopeful for the new, for the future, for the things that are coming in. Hierophant to the Three of Pentacles, that is the higher level of commitment. Whether this is you rise up at work, or there's a relationship that comes in that is, you're equally yoked, you're aligned, justice. Libra energy, where you prayed for this, you wanted this to come in, you manifested, and then you did the work on yourself for this to come in, and it's coming in. That's the shift. Your healing is bringing you closer to where you're supposed to be and who you're supposed to be with. Lord have mercy. Hold on, I'm going to pause this so that way, actually, no, I'll finish yours because we only got a couple more minutes. That sun is killing me right now. All right, what else for Virgo? You have Ten of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, you're disconnecting from this person, and it's not something that you're like having to say to them, but they can definitely feel that shift within you. And this is somebody here where you may have either felt like you were going to have forever with them, like you felt like you had your person, or you guys may have talked about marriage. You may have talked about long-term goals, moving in together. You're moving away from that. You're releasing them and you're disconnecting from that. Yeah, it's false start. We have the Ace of Wands here in the reverse. That false start. So what else is shifting for Virgo? Page of Swords, Five of Cups in the reverse. You're over the past. And like I said, it's not going to be some dramatic exit. This is going to be something very quiet and calculated. I feel like this person will watch you for some time because they'll be stuck on you, but you're not stuck on them. What else for Virgo? Just know, if this person stopped talking to you, or if the communication was just thrown off, understand that when this happened, Spirit did this for a reason. Spirit did this to save you. You have the Tower here in the reverse. All right? They were doing this to save you simply because you guys were not a match. You guys were not aligned. You were not on the same page. It was like maybe you guys started off on the same page, but towards the end, you were not. This person had their own issues. This person lacked confidence. This person lacked discipline. They didn't nurture the connection. It's very one-sided. It put all of the emotional weight on you. So just understand, Spirit did that to protect you. It wasn't to cause harm or anything like that. It was to get you back on track, to get you back on course. Okay? Because with that, you have a better handle on things that you need to take care of. And what you don't see that's happening in the background, you're going to be celebrated for something that you do. I honestly feel like this is like work related stuff. Like you needed to like keep your eye on the prize and shift the focus back onto your security, your stability, what you're trying to grow for long term. Any more? Strength card. Yep. And you got the Two of Cups here. Why? Emperor. Huh. Okay. For some of you, you and this person may come back together later. Yeah, and then I got freaking, but it's delayed. All right. There is a delay. You have the Chariot here in the reverse. That's Cancer energy. And so there's a delay. There's a holding back. Both of you have to get stronger. You have to have that inner strength. It brings that you guys gotta, both y'all have to rise, increase the vibration. You have Lovers and the Emperor here, followed by the Two of Cups. In order for you guys to come together, because I do feel like this is a choice, okay? As long as the two of you are both doing the work, the two of you could actually come back together, all right? However, this isn't for you to hold on to this person and do all of that. No, because you got shit to do. For you and your focus, it's to continue building your empire. It's to continue rising to the occasion, building your stability, and having your footing. But I feel like that has like something to do with you recognizing your worth and your value and where you need to place your energy towards. This is so that way you can be on a more detachment. More detachment is what it's wanting, Virgo. So that way you can be confident within yourself and know yourself, right? Okay, let's go on to Libra. Give me just 2 seconds here because I'm going to fix this. All right, Libra. What shifts are happening for you quietly right now? Behind the scenes, what's happening for Libra? Patience is not there. You are intolerant at this current time. I feel like you're really ramping up those boundaries. 7 of Wands here with the Temperance and the reverse. You're really ramping up those boundaries. People that usually feel like they can kind of get over on you because you're so willing, you're so they see you as a people pleaser, you know? They're gonna see a completely different side of you, Libra. And I mean, like I said, for most of you guys that for most of the signs, this isn't something that you guys are going to announce. This isn't something that you're going to say out loud. It's going to look like you saying no and pissing people off. That's what it's going to look like, especially with that temperance in the reverse. You could be dealing with somebody that has Sagittarius in their chart, or you do. You have the Four of Wands here, followed by the Five of Wands. King of Cups. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it's you overgiving. It's you overgiving to people that it's like you're solid for them, but they're not solid for you. And it's always some sort of challenge for them to come through for you. These are people, because I don't feel like it's just one person. I feel like this is multiple people, because you're showing up as the King of Cups. This is how you always show up, especially for these people. While they're showing up as people that are very challenging, it's usually some sort of drama that's associated with them. It's usually like some sort of competition. What you formed with these people was never on solid ground, because it was not equality between the two. They looked to you to basically harvest your energy. I mean, honestly, whoever you've been dealing with. Yeah, look at this. Seven of Swords in the reverse. I mean, Seven of Swords, bottom of the deck. This is reflecting some of them were strategic with how they moved with you. You're not going towards that anymore. You halted all of that. For some of you, that looks like you not picking up the phone. So like people trying to call you, people trying to text, trying to find ways of getting in contact with you, and you're just not responding. You're not complying at all. High Priestess, what did I say? High Priestess. You're listening to your intuition. When you need to be quiet, you're being quiet. And there's people that are trying to pull you into their chaos. I'm telling you, there's some sort of people that you have this dynamic with that Five of Swords, that Four of Wands in the reverse, now this Two of Pentacles in the reverse. There's some sort of chaotic energy that it's like you have people that are in your circle that try to pull you into the chaos, because you're Libra, you're the scales, you balance things out. They can depend on you to be able to do that. Not anymore. I see you kind of looking at certain people as far as like who you can keep on your side, who goes with you into 2026 and who does not. I found it to be interesting, excuse me. I found it to be interesting because you have the Two of Wands here in the reverse. You also have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. You're looking at letting go of people who have no direction in life, because those aren't the types of people that you want around and in your circle, because you are the company that you keep. They get into your mindset. Even if you try to fight it, it's hard. It's hard to fight that. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. This is you, okay? You're coming into your independence. Also your abundance as well. I feel like there's going to be some sort of uptick when it comes to your financial stability, financial status. It's you being able to handle everything on your own. Also, with this card, I feel like you are balancing out autonomy versus nurturing others, because I don't know if there's somebody that depends on you. And I'm not talking about kids. Well, I mean, I could be talking about kids, but I don't think I'm talking about children. I feel like there's somebody here that you feel like you want to nurture, but what you're doing is also creating healthier boundaries for yourself when dealing with these people. Give me more for Libra. What else is quietly shifting in or around Libra right now? Empress. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, ooh, look at you. There's something here to where it's like you are really stepping into your power. You have Empress here. That is your card. Ace of Pentacles, or some sort of opportunity or offer that's coming your way. And you didn't have to do anything for it. It's almost like whatever this is, it falls into your lap. And it is newness. And it's something that's worth a damn. It's something consistent. It's something that can be built upon. This makes you feel good. It empowers you. You have the Nine of Swords here. You also have the Ace of Swords. There's going to be people that are going to be stressed the hell out because you're not talking to them. It's going to keep them up at night. They're going to be wondering, what did I do to Libra? Not acknowledging their part. This is them not having clarity, not seeing the truth. But I do feel like you're cutting people off. I don't know if you're full out, blocking them. For some of them, you might block them. For others of you, you're just not talking to them. They can call or they can text all day, but you're not going to respond. Give me more. You have Four of Swords in the reversion of the Hermit. I'm telling you, these people are going to be upset. So much so. Because for some of you, that shift is into isolation. That shift is into, I also feel like, because the Hermit also he has that lantern. He's seeking knowledge. And for some, this is spiritual knowledge. This is finding answers in the dark and trusting that, even though, because usually what's happening here is it's dark. He only has that lantern in front of him. He can only see a few steps ahead of him, but he's still going the path. You are moving by faith, not by sight. There is somebody here that you're strengthening your spiritual, your religious practice. Now, I'm not saying that is going to stress people out and make them feel away, but the things that you have to do in order to get to where you want to get to, they're just not used to it. And I also feel like there's somebody here that is in your orbit that likes to siphon your energy. Just make sure you're paying attention to the people that, when you communicate with them, do you feel tired afterwards? Do you feel emotionally and mentally drained afterwards? Can you continue about your day, or do you feel like you're depleted and you need to sit down? Be cautious. Look, you got full card in the reverse. Be cautious with the energy that you allow to exchange between you and other individuals. I do feel like, the cards are saying it. I didn't even see that all these cards were saying this. You have the Moon card here in the reverse. There's somebody that's going to expose themselves as being an energy harvester. And you feel overwhelmed when you deal with this person. That's more than likely the person that you need to cut off or move and shift around your relationship with them. You got Aries here, and you have the Moon card, either which is Cancer. Either they have Aries or Cancer, or you do. Anything else for Libra? You got Three of Pentacles here in the reverse. You got the Nine of Wands. I just feel like you're honestly, this whole read is that quiet shift is you shifting from being around people to going into hermit mode. I honestly feel like you guys you're moving on your own. You're moving on your own. You're making moves on your own. And I feel like at this point, it's all about protecting your energy, because you've gone so long with people always trying to come and get it. Yeah, look at this again. Ignoring, or like I said, even blocking incoming communication. Blocking people from coming to the house. We don't do pop-ups, but some people are crazy enough, especially if you stop talking to them, they'll pop up where you at. So But I do feel like there's blocks. You are preserving your spiritual energy. All right, Scorpio. Ooh, come on, dang it. Oh, that was an ugly shift. Shuffle, not shift. Hold on. Okay, let's try that again. What's quietly shifting for Scorpio right now? You not going towards something? I see restraint, resisting, rushing in, charging in. There may have been some sort of disappointment that happened around you, but I see you now moving in a different, like you're quietly moving in a different type of energy where you would have went in on somebody. You're not doing that. You're just allowing things to fall where they fall. But there was something that was very disappointing for you that happened. So now at this point, as you are looking out to the future, you have the 10 of Pentacles here. This is all about long-term investment, long-term vision, stability, security, safety. That's family too. You're moving with intention and being much more cautious, much more intentional. But I feel like there are plans that are a brewing. You were getting things together for your future. You're not letting anyone know either. You have the Four of Pentacles here. You're not letting anyone know anything at all. You're holding it close to the chest. You don't want anybody to come in and ruin it. You don't want anybody to come in and try to make you indecisive on something that you have decided to do. All right? So I do see you kind of standoffish. I don't even know if that's intentional. I feel like that's instinctual. Oh Lord, I'm over here fucking up words. It's your instincts. Uh, because I do feel like you're making changes. I feel like there's going to be some sort of like you're cutting people out, you're cutting out things, you're no longer dealing with them anymore. You've gained clarity and knowledge along the way and through this process. And so now you're looking at what feeds me, what is worth investing in. For some of you, I feel like you may try to move. There may be a move that you're trying to make. You got Five of Pentacles there. You also have the Page of Pentacles. So if this isn't a house move, like moving over to a new place where you can lay roots, then this could also be career, moving on to a new career where you feel like you can have long-term stability and longevity. But I feel like you're not letting people know because you don't want the drama. You don't want people trying to challenge you. There are people that are around you that when they find out what you do, they try to one up you. Whoever this is, this could be family or friends. Hell, it could be a lover. You got people like that too. But I feel like what you're doing is laying low, but you're very, what's the word I'm looking for? You're very determined. And you're starting to feel like your discipline is coming back as far as with how you're wanting to move forward. Give me more. What's going on for Scorpio? What's the quiet shift? You have Knight of Swords here. You also have the Six of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come in to speak. Possibly wanting another chance. You have the Judgment card here. It's like they feel compelled to come and speak to you after an ending. That Ten of Swords there. I feel like you're hesitant, though. I say that because of the Six of Pentacles. There's something in whatever it is that they say that you're going to catch wind of it. You're going to catch wind. Like, yeah, you want a second chance, or yeah, you want to revive something, but you also just want something from me. You want to satisfy something from me. That's what it's going to feel like. It's not, I don't know, it's not the best type of feeling. Yeah, you're not inspired to take any action. You're not inspired. Seven of Wands in the reverse. You got the Three of Swords. I don't know what they say or maybe what they've done, but when I see this combination together, a lot of times somebody has crossed a boundary. Somebody overstepped a boundary of yours. You may have felt betrayed. There may have been a third party situation. Third party does not always have to be love. Sometimes it could be they put their friend first. They put work first. They put something in front of you. Something got in between the two of you. And so when that communication comes in, for the ones that it does come in, I'm not feeling happiness. Even if this is something that you wanted. Give me more for Scorpio. What's the quiet shift happening for them right now? It just keeps talking about the same thing. This person no longer wanting to hold back, wanting to charge in. I feel like it's more passionately driven than anything. You got that Queen of Wands that's there, and the Ace of Cups is in the reverse. This is self-serving. They're not opening up emotionally. Could be a fire sign. You got Leo here. They haven't done the work. You got Star card in the reverse, bottom of the bottom of the deck. They still have a very negative mindset, or like almost hopeless type of mindset. So when they come in, it's not because they're healed. It's not because they've started healing. I feel like it's a delay. They're coming in for their own personal reasons. Even if they were to apologize, it would not be for you. It would definitely be for them. Oh my goodness, it keeps talking about it. Yeah, it keeps talking about it. You have Six of Swords here in the reverse. You got the Page of Cups in the reverse. There's somebody here that is refusing to do the work. They're refusing to go in deeper. They're refusing to take care of the shit that they need to take care of. The same reason that you guys are not together at this time. Six of Swords in the reverse. And if you are with this person, you guys are still in the shit. You're still in it. You haven't moved on to calmer waters. It's like that rocky situation is still there. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. You got the Moon card in the reverse. With what has happened. Okay, I love this. All right. With what has happened when it comes to you and everything that has transpired. Maybe you're looking all the way back like years, or maybe you're looking like at the whole year, at as a whole, dealing with certain people, dealing with this person. What has come up, and you've allowed yourself to be vulnerable in this, is that the red flags were trying to show you a part of you that you didn't want to see, which was you needed to value yourself more. I feel like along the way, somewhere along the way, you may have felt like you weren't good enough, or somebody told you you weren't good enough, or something like that, if you're being honest with yourself. And this situation has shown this to you. And instead of you sitting in it and not doing shit about it, you said, I'm going to heal that. I mean, you're a Scorpio. You're all about rebirth. You guys love to go into the depths of everything, all emotions. And so, was it uncomfortable? Probably. But did you do the work? Yes, you did. And so that's why when this person tries to come towards you, it's very hard for you to even take anything of it, because you're like, I did the work, or at least I'm doing it. Because you're recognizing your value, you're recognizing your worth, you're recognizing who you are. And I just feel like this person is not a vibrational match to you, because you've changed. Yeah. You're going to see the conflict between the two of you. And it might be a quiet conflict. It might be something that you just like recognize and you're like, oh crap, we're not on the same page anymore. Emotionally, growth-wise, you're seeing it with a different pair of eyes. All right, Sagittarius. What is going on for you? What is shifting quietly for you right now? What is shifting for Sagittarius quietly? High Priestess in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Your connection with Source. You may have felt like there was a veil over your eyes. Confusion, fog, unable to sort through certain things. That's being lifted. That's what's shifting for you. Is no longer being in that, feeling like you're more connected to Source, feeling like you're more connected to your intuition. There's something here as well that you are trying to work on quietly when it comes to opening up your horizons, not keeping a boundary on yourself. I feel like there's some sort of opportunity that has come your way. And what's interesting about it is you're wondering if you can handle it. Like you're like, I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I'm ready for this. This might overwhelm me, but at the same time, you're saying I can do this shit. I'm a Sagittarius. Of course I can do this. You have the willpower, and you're a quick learner as well with whatever this is. So I do feel like you are kind of going back and forth. There's like there's a desire inside of you to go and explore something new. But you have that little voice that we're leaving in 2025. You have that little voice in the back that's saying, are you ready? Are you sure? It's fear. That's not your intuition. That was from this Queen of Swords being in the reverse, not allowing you to see and to feel who you are. So I do feel like you are kind of shifting that narrative to trying to open up and broaden your horizons more. Because for a while, you guys did not feel like yourself. Look at this. You have the Sun card here. That confidence is coming in. You're starting to feel happier again, like your normal optimistic self. So I love that for you. What else? Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this is a warning. So because you guys are going through this shift and you're trying to, like, you know, internally work on self-worth and value and not self-sabotaging yourself. If you don't push through that, okay? If you don't push through it and you stay where you are, you're going to miss out on a big ass fucking opportunity. It's almost like it's saying, all right, this is the choice that you made. I'm going to solidify this and we'll continue on. And life is going to be kind of hard because you didn't decide to get off of this. You didn't decide to make sure that this wheel was turning in your favor. So make sure that you're forging through and not to allow fear, negative self-talk, anything like that to get into your head and have you miss out on something that could be truly amazing for you. You're being blessed with some sort of new opportunity. So you need to take it. Okay? Show the universe that you want new, that you want something different, that you don't want to keep doing the same old shit that you've done before. What about it? I feel like you've gained clarity on cutting people out. Shit. I'm going to tell you something again. There's another warning here. But there's the Five of Pentacles. You have the Seven of Cups here in the reverse. It's like you're kind of leaving yourself out. For some of you, you're shutting everybody out. Everybody. There was an issue with like internal peace, feeling turmoil, feeling overwhelmed. And so you may have stopped completely going towards certain people, certain situations, just kind of leaving yourself out. Even though it might bring you peace in the moment and you don't have anxiety, what you don't see coming, what's shifting is that, once again, I just said this about it being stuck. You still have to transform something in your life. Cutting everyone out, like, yeah, if it's negative people, cool. But if you've put yourself into hermit mode, I'm only talking to the ones that have done that. Not all Sagittarius are doing that. I got to take the birthday cake off of there. My apologies, Capricorn. But not all Sagittarius are doing that, but some Sagittarius are, to where you're not really wanting to deal with people. If you stay in that seclusion, you are not growing. This literally says you're not growing, like you're not transforming, therefore nothing is growing. Just make sure that you're softening, okay? Because I feel like there is a person or a group of people that really do care about you. And there needs to be a softening around that. I do feel like you are going to recognize that too. You have the Two of Swords here in the reverse. So it's not like you're not going to see it. I feel like you will see it. Just make sure that you're nurturing the right connections. All right? Because I do get it. You guys are going into 2026. It's going to be all about independence. And you just need to make sure that you don't get so independent that you lose the good people. All right, what else for Sag? Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go. What else for Sag? Lovers in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, that's that shift again. You guys are teeter-tottering, or you may find yourself kind of going back and forth, indecisive on whether or not you should give to a situation, if you want to invest in it. Yeah, you're battling. You may find yourself kind of battling yourself. You have the Five of Wands that's here. This is an internal struggle surrounding a decision on whether or not you want to give to a connection or not, whether you're wanting to give to the situation. So you'll have to look at that, look into that. You got Gemini energy here. Either you or the other person may have Gemini in their chart. Give me more. Three of Swords. Terrifying. It's about commitment. It's about committing. And not just necessarily relationships. I feel like it's just, do I have the capacity to commit to a lot of things? Like friends, family, a certain job. Do I feel like I have the capacity? You have Six of Pentacles and you have the Three of Swords. Because what you don't want to do is go into it and fuck it up or hurt someone. Because whatever this is, it does require equal give and take. It requires responsibility. And I do feel like you are in this vibe of like, I just want to be free. I just want to go. I want to take risks. Just make sure you're making the right choices. Because I do see conflicting energy here of wanting to be free, but then at the same time, also wanting love. Like your feet, like, I don't know, there's going to be a shift. I need to see how these transits are going to affect y'all. Because y'all are the only ones that are kind of like this. All right, what else? You have Five of Swords here in the reverse, also the Devil. Okay, what's the Devil? There may be someone who is trying not to think about you anymore, and yet they're still obsessed, even though they walked away. Or this could be you. Take it as it resonates. Five of Swords in the reverse, you got the Eight of Cups. So it's like, I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight for this anymore. I need relief. I don't want conflict, but yet I'm still so obsessed. I'm connected to this. I can't walk away even though I want to walk away. That's the vibe. You got Capricorn energy there. Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Magician. What's the Four of Pentacles? Page of Pentacles in the reverse. What's the Magician? Eight of Wands. All right, this person, like, they're really, really, really trying to get over you. They feel like, oh, if I distance myself and I don't communicate with Sagittarius, that I'll be fine. You know, I'm not going towards Sagittarius. But then you have the Magician to the Eight of Pentacles. And this person kind of goes back and forth as well. You got Gemini energy here. They're also saying, it's almost like, for now, I want to get rid of it, or for not get rid of it. I'm sorry. For now, I want to let it go. But and I'm just seeing this as a delay. And then once I'm Once I feel more powerful and I feel like I'm in a better position, I'm more stable, then we can work on the connection. Yeah, but you got somebody in your energy like that. Or maybe that's you. Yep, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like someone still feels very connected to you, even though you guys may have ended things. All right, what's up with Capricorn? What's quietly shifting for Capricorn? Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Cups. I have been saying this and this keeps coming up. I really honestly feel in my heart of hearts, you guys are looking at switching something up. I do not feel like you want to do things the way that you were doing them. I feel like it's almost like that long-term goal or investment. I can't do that anymore for whatever reason. I need to do what makes my heart happy. And so I feel like whatever this is, it's not traditional, or it's not the path that you were once going on. Like you're choosing your happiness, your fulfillment over tradition. You have Page of Swords here in the reverse. You also have the Chariot. What's the Page of Swords in the reverse? I feel like some sort of incoming communication, or maybe some information that you obtain. You got 11:11 on the clock, by the way. Allows this situation to propel forward, but let me just see what that is. Two of Cups. Okay. Queen of Swords. Somebody wants to clear the air and have a heart-to-heart. They want an equal exchange with you. You have the Six of Pentacles here. I don't feel like you think that this is coming at all. They want to clear up something. They don't want to keep it hidden or to themselves. They're wanting you guys back on the same page. So that way you guys can move forward. Like that's what their goal is, to move things forward. They want to take the pressure off of things. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Give me more for Capricorn. Give me more. So what are they going to do? You don't know. You'll feel a wishy-washy type of energy here. But I don't want to say that this is just love, because again, I feel like this is in relation to your happiness, how you see it living, how you see it playing out, decisions that you need to make, and not wanting to be stuck in the same energy that you're currently in. Six of Swords in the reverse. You got the Sun card in the reverse. This is like not really being happy with where you currently are. Whether it's a relationship, work, it could be moving. The feeling, you're going to start noticing that the feeling is starting to become so overwhelming. Like, I got to do something. But you're you may be a little bit on the fence as far as with what you want to do. On some days, you feel very confident about it. The next day, you might not. So it feels like your emotions are kind of going back and forth on what it is that what new thing you're wanting to step into. You have Justice in the reverse. You also have the Devil in the reverse. Oh, there's some sort of injustice that feels like you feel like you're disempowered. Like you've lost control. Not, control in a bad way, but when it's speaking about you, because this is your card, the Devil card, that's not a good placement to have. Like there's something here that's happened, or something here that's misaligned, and you feel like this is just not for me. What's the Justice in the reverse? The Emperor in the reverse. Well, that is about being controlling. Okay, what is that? Strength card. Oh my God. It's being so vague right now. Seven of Wands. I don't know what the situation is. What I will say is that it feels undone. It doesn't feel like it's closed out yet. This is something that may be replaying. It could have something to do with your foundation, your stability. It could be home life as well. There's just a feeling of like something is just not aligned for you, or somebody is doing you wrong in a sense. You have Justice in the reverse with the Emperor in the reverse. This is somebody that can be controlling, manipulative, like they want you, it's like their way or the highway, and it's not aligning with you. It's not putting you into a place of empowerment. It's putting you at a disadvantage. And you're having to find a way to have inner strength and to stand firm on your boundaries. But I don't know if this is home life or if this is work. So just take it as it resonates. And that could also be the reason as to why you're wanting to make such drastic changes, because you've been stuck in something for so long and you feel so unhappy. Like things are coming to a head and you're like, I got to do something. Okay. It's Capricorn season. You're probably feeling it even more now within your season, especially because all of these placements are like, we got the sun in your sign. I don't know if Mercury has gone in your sign yet. We got Venus in your sign. We have Mars in your sign. It's a lot of take action, cardinal sign type of energy. And so you may feel very antsy to get up and do something about your current situation. Give me more. What is this? High Priestess. Somebody is about to break no contact, or possibly if there was silence, like it was kind of like off and on, this person is about to break that and rush in. Oh, rush in to tell you the truth. Okay. Okay. Well, for some of you, okay, this is not going to relate to everyone. For some of you, with the Knight of, well, okay, yeah. So there's somebody here who's wanting to rush in to communicate something. They have to do something. They feel compelled to do something. High Priestess in the reverse to the Seven of Swords in the reverse. They feel like they have to be truthful with you. There may be a secret. There may be something that you don't know. It could honestly just be like emotional stuff, but it could also be something crazy. So I don't know. I feel like it's more so emotional, only because the cards next to it is the Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. They're wanting to reunite and to actually get back together. They want to work as a team. They want to cooperate. They don't want to be a problem. So I feel like whatever the secret is, it's more so of their emotions and what they have not relayed to you than something crazy. You got Pisces energy there. All right, give me more. Give me more. You have Ace of Wands here in the reverse. You got paid. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. Some of you are looking for something new. You're looking for either, this may be like if you don't like your job, you're moving to a new job. If you were once in school and you stopped going to school, you're picking that back up. If there was some skill that you were learning and you kind of abandoned it, you're picking that back up. Like it's something here that you are investing. And I do feel like it is going to take time, whatever this is, like time to get to mastery. But you just kind of feel like now it has to happen now. Like I have nothing that is blocking me. It has to happen now. You want movement, you want action. Give me more for Capricorn. Hermit in the reverse. Eight of Cups in the reverse. I think this is just talking about that person wanting to come back again. You got Virgo energy here. Why is this important to Capricorn in regards to a quiet shift? Empress in the reverse. I don't want it. Realization. This person is realizing that they didn't give to this connection the way that they should have, that they didn't honor you, that they did not lead with integrity, that they acted as though you were nothing. And that's because they couldn't open up. But this person has their defenses, they couldn't hold them up anymore. Their defenses completely came down. And with that came this awareness as they were sitting in limbo, as they were unable to move away from you, unable to go back to you during this time. There was a lot of contemplation. That's why they're coming out of the hermit. This person has come to a lot of enlightenment. They've gone through something. And so now it's like they want to give that attention to you. They want to nurture the connection. They hate the disconnect. They hate it so much. Like they do not like being disconnected from you. All right, for signs, you have Taurus, Libra, and Pisces. Do I got anything else over here? I said Virgo already. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. What's quietly shifting for you guys right now at this moment? What is quietly shifting for you guys? You may see that you may start to feel a little bit lighter, a little bit happier. It's like you're moving along your day and you're like, oh, I feel better. You have Two of Swords here in the reverse. You have the Sun card. Some of you may have Leo in your chart. But you're aware that the energy feels lighter. You also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, followed by the Knight of Cups. So a little bit of romantic side of you is coming back as well. Like wanting to open up, wanting to include someone into your life, wanting to invest instead of leaving yourself out in the cold. So you're noticing that little shift of yours. I don't believe it was intentional, but you are noticing it. You have Queen of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Ooh. Why? You're wondering if somebody is still, you're wondering if somebody is still interested in you. Or maybe they're vice versa. Because someone here felt boxed out. I'm going to say this is the person, okay? Only because you're now coming out of isolation. Someone here feels boxed out. You got Queen of Cups here in the reverse, the Six of Swords in the reverse, Page of Wands. So you're wondering, does this person even still feel the same? Because I feel like this person went through a lot of like emotional heartache and they might not even be interested. Because what I'm seeing on your side is the Emperor in the reverse and the Moon. So it's like you had a very controlled, I'm being quiet because of that Moon card. So it's like nobody knew what you were doing. you were detached and keeping it solid. Like you were controlling emotions, controlling actions, doing a lot of that. So the question is like, is this person still interested? Some of you may have Cancer or Aries in your chart. Give me more for Aquarius. What's quietly shifting for them? Well, you just got your answer. Yes, this person still feels the same. Just because they're not investing doesn't mean they're not interested. So you have the Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse and the Page of Swords. This person's being quiet, but they're watching you. Even if it doesn't feel like they're not investing, they are investing because you got that. This little baby right here says that they are investing. They're investing some sort of energy towards you. And then we have the Ace of Wands. There's still passion. There's still desire that's here. Like the chemistry is still there. That's not a question. Bottom of the deck you have is the Magician here. So, I mean, this person feels like you guys worked well together. This person also, in a sense, still feels like you guys can work through your shit too. You got Gemini energy there. Give me more. Yeah, Nine of Wands in the reverse. You got the Page of Pentacles, even though they're not investing and they're not communicating. I also don't feel like this person has a, like, they're not telling you, but like they don't have, they're kind of vulnerable right now. They're kind of vulnerable right now. Yeah, they're unhappy that you two are not working as a team anymore, that you're not working on a vision together. So what's shifting for Aquarius? The World card in the reverse, the Queen of Swords. It's not done, but there's clarity coming. It's not done between the two of you. You have the World card here. It has not closed out, even if it feels like it has. It hasn't. Give me more on that Queen of Swords. Eight of Swords. Four of Cups. Strength card in the reverse. I feel like this person got very clear with their feelings and really everything. The weaknesses in the connection. There may have been somebody here, I don't want to say smothering. There may have been somebody here that they felt like there should have been more restraint. There should have been more boundaries in the connection, but there weren't. That's what created the issue. Or at least that's how they feel on their side. They just really wanted you. But with that Strength card in the reverse, that's also fear that's associated with that. You may have felt trapped, but this person has gained clarity, and I feel like you have gained some sort of clarity. I feel like both of you have gained clarity. Give me more. Four of Wands. Okay. Two of Wands. Someone just has to make the choice to do the initiated step. I do feel like it's going to happen. I just why do I feel like it's still more time? Hierophant. Judgment. I do feel like there's still more time. Yeah, because somebody still needs to work on their confidence and their self-worth. But what you do have here, you have the Hierophant, you have Judgment. there is something that is coming in. Now, is it going to be an actual relationship? It's very possible. You got the Four of Wands here and the Hierophant, so that's marriage potential. And I would not say that lightly because y'all know I don't be saying that. However, I feel like here it's like either someone is waiting for a sign or they're going to receive a sign. I feel like it's more so if you're going to receive a sign, either you or the other person. Just take it as it resonates for you, for whoever the other person is. Okay. You have Taurus energy, you have Scorpio energy here. Someone's going to make the choice. Once they get that calling, once they get a sign, they're looking for something that this can be revived, then there's someone here that will take the initiated step, because that Four of Wands, that's the initiation. And then you'll have more consistency. But I do still feel like this is going to be time. I don't feel like this is happening like right now. I feel like there's a shift that's happening. What else for Aquarius? You have Justice card in the reverse. You also have the Five of Swords here. What is this? Queen of Wands. Devil. There's someone here that's trying to play you. You got Libra energy, Capricorn energy. You also have Queen of Wands, the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like somebody is trying to play mind games with you. Yeah, they're trying to cause conflict. Watch out for this energy, because I do feel like this is a quiet energy. This is something that they're trying to manipulate you. Whoever this may be. There's somebody here that wants to manipulate, that wants to bring you challenges. They want to get in between you and maybe another person, or you and a goal. But they're trying to cause problems. You got Gemini energy there too. So just watch out for that. I just heard this person is gossipy. They like to talk shit. All right, let's go on to Pisces. And Pisces, I've been recording for 2 hours and 22 minutes, so 222. Let's see what's going on for you guys. What's quietly shifting for Pisces at this time? Oh, a whole thing of cards. All right, what's quietly shifting for Pisces at this time? Well, looky here, Pisces. You're deciding to hold back and not waste your energy on things that you don't see growing. You know what you're starting to do? You're not looking at potential anymore. That's what this says to me. You're trying to see things for what it is, and you're not looking at potential. Yep. Yeah. Because even if you feel drawn to something and you're wanting to go towards something, what you're looking at as a whole is this right for me? Is it fulfilling for me? Is this toxic for me? And you're making decisions based off of that now. So it's like you're now having this balance instead of immediately merging with people and giving entirely too much. You're now restraining yourself. You're straining yourself. So people are definitely going to see that shift. Give me more. You have the Empress in the reverse. You also have the Five of Cups in the reverse. Oh, I love this too. Even though the Empress is in the reverse, you know what? I still love it because Five of Cups in the reverse says, I am letting go of the false narratives that I used to tell myself about my self-worth. I am letting that go. I am over that. I am not that person anymore. And you're growing into the individual that you're supposed to be. What about this? Too many cards. Come on, damn it. Okay, what about this? King of Cups in the reverse. You're emotionally detaching from someone here who it's like they could never like make a choice. It's always like more thinking, less doing. You have Four of Wands in the reverse with that Page of Swords in the reverse. It's like they could never, it's like this may be somebody that like when you get readings, you always hear about what they want to do, what their intentions are, but they never actually do said thing. So a lot of you are just completely disconnecting from this person emotionally so that way you can move on. So I feel like whoever this is somebody here who hesitates too much, who takes too much time. And you're not waiting for that person any longer. Yep, you got the Tower here. You got the Three of Swords. You're allowing it to completely crumble. It's done enough on your heart. It's done enough. You're done with the betrayal. You're done with the heartache. You're done with somebody not choosing you. You're choosing you now. For some of you, you may end up blocking this person if you haven't already. And I see a very quiet, you know what this makes me feel like? It's a quiet resolve. You took closure. You didn't wait for closure. Or you're not waiting for closure anymore. You know your value. You know your worth. You know what you want. This is a queen who's not settling for anything whatsoever. This person is going to feel this shift. You don't have to say nothing. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel all that energy being pulled away from them. And you making that choice of grabbing closure for yourself, not waiting for this person to give you closure. Moon card in the reverse with the Eight of Swords. They're not going to know exactly what it is, but yet it's like they know what it is. And it's going to be devastating to them. It's going to leave them in a very vulnerable state to where they're overthinking. They're having probably anxiety attacks with that Eight of Swords. Like they're in analysis paralysis. Not like they were moving in the first place, but it makes them stuck even more. You could be dealing with a Cancer. You don't have to, but give me more for Pisces. What's the quiet shift for them? I told you closure. Look at this. you're going to realize how much relief you receive once you take control and close it out yourself. You don't need to talk to this person. I mean, if they talk to you later, okay, so be it, whatever, who cares? But right now, what you need to do for you is to remove the stress, to remove feeling like your chest is tight, like you can't ease up, like, whatever. You are closing that chapter. You're closing it out because you're ready for something new. Now this allows for something new. And like I said, it also brings ease. You don't care. And not saying that like I don't care at all, but like you're in a better place. It's no longer a mental prison that you're in. Give me more for Pisces. Give me more for Pisces. Oh, of course. Soon as you do this shit, guess what? Guess what? Somebody feels like they have to do something. You got the King of Wands here. Wheel of Fortune with the Six of Swords in the reverse. This is something, well, I mean, shit. It's the Wheel of Fortune, so it's definitely something that's faded for some of you. But I don't think you anticipate them coming back because, shit, they weren't doing anything in the first place. However, you do have some here that will feel like they need to take action and will turn that boat around and try to come back to start a new cycle here. You got Sag and Pisces energy. Give me more. Three of Cups. Page of Cups in reverse. What about it? What about the Page of Cups in reverse? Ten of Swords. Knight of Cups. This person hasn't really grown yet. I feel like their maturity when it comes to emotional things, when it comes to them connecting to source, when it comes to them, I mean, there needs to be a relation, like there needs to be maturity that's here. Maturity is being able to depend on someone, them not bolting out when things get tough, things like that. I feel like they're still lacking it. So maybe, I mean, they've grown slightly, not enough though, because you're still showing up as the high priestess here. That's you. You're light years ahead. While this person, although they may have, stopped some of the immaturity, they may have stopped trying to run from becoming, deeper into the connection, deeper into their emotions. When they come back, you have Three of Cups to the Knight of Cups. They're a knight. And you're a high priestess. So also keep in mind, sometimes those knights don't stay. So you're really going to want to make sure that if in fact, because not everybody is going to not want this person and not everybody is going to have their person come back. But if you are one of the ones that this person comes back and you want them back, but you've done all this growing, you need to make sure they're on the same page and that they're actually taking responsibility. You got Nine of Wands in the reverse. You got the Knight of Swords. I feel like they're going to tell you something. They're going to be vulnerable with you. But they're not going to tell you everything. King of Swords in reverse and the Strength card. I feel like they are going to hold back. They're going to hold back the deeper emotions. But this will be their attempt for the ones that do come back at trying to offer up something, some sort of love, some sort of emotion, and equal give and take. Like trying to put their energy into it this time around. So let me see. You got Leo. Well, I already said that, so there you go. Alrighty, guys, this is what I got for everybody today. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you need something more personalized, miatarot.com. Link is in the description box below. Lord, I am over here tongue-tied. I've been talking for a long time. Until next time, you guys, take care.